With expertise being a relatively new system in the Division 2, a lot of people are out there looking for ways to speed through the process of leveling it up to get the benefits from the expertise table. So what I've done is I've watched multiple videos, I've spoken to people that play the game, and I've got 5 tips to boost your expertise level quickly. And make sure you stick around until the end of the video because the last 2 are the most efficient ways to actually level up your expertise. So number 1 is to visit the vendors and just purchase their items. When the vendor resets, go back and purchase again as long as you have the credits. If we have a look, as an example, I've got the tactical MK16 here. My proficiency rank is 0. So if I go and purchase 20 of these, I'm going to have to do this all separately. So having purchased 20 of them, if we go through my inventory quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 20 tactical MK16s. I've marked them all as junk. Then if we come outside and we go to the expertise table, which is just underneath the helipad, there's also one inside Boo. But if we come over here and we go to the table, then if we go into expertise and we go into the assault rifles, and we find ourselves the tactical MK16, if we go into research and we hold down X to donate the junk, what that is then going to do is make that item proficient. Make sure that you never get more than 20 of the same item in the game, because once an item is proficient, you can no longer use that item to level up your expertise. So the tactical MK16, if we go down and we have a look, we've got Providence, we've got another couple, Grupo. Those are all proficient, so any items from those brand sets, they're not going to benefit my expertise whatsoever. So even though it's going to be expensive in terms of credits, make sure you're visiting the vendors and buying 20 of each item when you can, and make sure you are not proficient with those items. Number 2 is to start a brand new character. So if I log out of this character quickly, so at the main menu, you can create up to 4 characters. People are probably going to have 2 or 3 characters, a hardcore, and maybe a couple that they play with, a backup, and then their main. But if you make a 2nd, 3rd, or 4th character, what you want to do is go through the Warlords of New York. You want to boost them up to level 30, go through the Warlords campaign, and once you are level 40, you'll unlock the Shade Watch so you can start getting your Shade levels. And I believe what it does is it takes 800 levels off your current level. So at the moment I'm 1,475. So it's going to take about 800 off, so like 675 levels. But then what you can do is in your Shade Watch, when you've got a character to level 40, so you can boost them as quick as you can. If you can get someone to carry you through the campaign, then what you can do under scavenging is you can go to the printer filament. It's got the best sort of conversion rate. It's going to be the most cost-effective item you can buy. But then what you can do is over at the expertise table, what you can do here is you can go to any category. So we go to the assault rifles, we go to the ACRE, and then if we press the left trigger on Xbox, you can donate materials. So you don't have to purchase the items or anything like that. You're not going to get anywhere near as much progress. But if you have a look here, under the printer filament, it's going to cost 30. So that's only 3 shade levels in order to get like that little bit of that progress on that bar. Whereas the others, they're 150 for the blues, they're 200 for the greens, and they're 400 for the base materials. So your rare materials, the printer filament, is only 30 per that little bar of progress. But as I said, you're going to lose about, I think it's 800 levels off your shade level. So if you're, as an example, shade level 2,800, you're going to have 2,000 levels to buy 10 printer filament with each of those levels because your expertise level carries over. It's account-wide, not character-wide. So your bench will be exactly the same level across any character you have. So all those points you get with a brand new character at the start, like once you've boosted it and gone through the Warlords campaign, you'll be able to put those points into printer filament, donate it all, and you'll level up your expertise. Number 3 is to play Summit. If you, on the map, go over to here, if you're over in DC, you come to the Summit. If you are aware of the floor 10 farm, what you want to do is jump in, play on floor 10. You can probably do it on any level. Just play through the Summit, and all the gear you get, you can probably do this across the entire game, to be honest. But I did it in the summit with Pete and Lewis. We were running the season, trying to level up and everything. And we was also doing the apparel event, the street activation one. We was doing the floor 10 farm, and all the gear you get from that, just mark it all as junk when you're picking it up. So if you're on Xbox, you hold down, I think it's your right analog stick. When you are picking up pieces of gear, it's going to automatically mark them as junk. Once you're done with your farming, you've filled up your inventory, all you do is come back to the expertise table and you donate everything there. Number 4, if you have a look at the categories in the expertise table, if you go down to the actual gear pieces, and you go down, there are improvised gear pieces, and those are for every single slot. So if we go down, we've got improvised body armor. If you come across here and you go to your crafting station, if we go into masks and we find the improvised mask, so it's right near the bottom, and you can see here, materials required, 36 polycarb, 26 electronics, and 60 protective fabric. What you want to do is the same thing as the vendors, except instead of buying, you're going to be crafting 20 of these items. So if I craft all 20 of these, unfortunately there is no option to just craft another one straight away. So you're going to have to keep backing out and going back in. But this is number 3. We're going to go all the way to 20. So I've just crafted all 20, and you don't just have to do this with improvised gear. You can do it with other pieces of gear, but the improvised is going to be much, much cheaper. So again, into the expertise bench, and we go to the improvised masks. We go in there, and we have a look. We've got all 20 of our crafted masks there. So we donate the junk, and then boom, we are proficient in the improvised masks. Then at number 5 is crafting weapons exactly the same way you do the improvised mask, except in the weapons they're going to cost you different materials and not every weapon's available. But if you need to get your hands on blueprints for weapons, if you take down level 3 and 4 control points by playing on challenging or heroic, or just leveling them up by doing the side activities in the open world, you'll get more blueprints. So, as an example, the Negev, I don't think I have any. Let me find a weapon that I don't actually have any proficiency with. So now I've crafted all of those. If we go into the SMGs, and we go to the Black Market T821, I've got all of them marked as junk ready to go. And then if we donate the junk, we are then proficient with the Black Market T821. So that was a look at the Division 2 expertise and 5 tips to boost it quickly. That's going to do it for this video. Sub to the channel, leave a like if you enjoyed it. All the support is greatly appreciated. And check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.